About a year ago, Les and Ron Common, two employees of the Anishinaabe Educational Institute, wanted to develop a unique type of program to keep students in school.
Okay, Sean, if you can come over here, we're going to take a picture right over here. Yep, get ready. No problem. Okay.
There's your poster.
First Nations Day was held on Tuesday, May 28th at the Sky Dome in Toronto. The Blue Jays hosted the Chicago White Sox that night. But what was more important on that spring evening in Toronto was the culmination of a unique partnership with the Union of Ontario Indians, the Anishinaabe Educational Institute, and the Toronto Blue Jays. First Nations Day saw some 2,000 Aboriginal students, teachers, and parents take part in a celebration of educational excellence. An event of this magnitude could not be held without the help of the Toronto Blue Jays and their point man on this project, Paul Markle. Paul is the club's director of marketing and has had a long history of helping out in the Aboriginal community.
I have to give credit to Les Cucci and Phil Goulet. We signed a player back in '85 from Kansas City named Willie Mays Aikens. Willie Aikens was a slugger, also had some personal problems, one of them being drug abuse. And we were asked to put together a program to help rehabilitate him. There's also a requirement of Major League Baseball. Les heard of this, called and said, could Willie come up and speak up north in Nipissing? He came up after the end of the season. We connected. Relationships flourished ever since.
As Paul mentioned, this partnership is one that has lasted over 12 years, and Les Cucci has been a part of it all. Here, the coordinator of the Anishinaabe Educational Institute saw a unique opportunity.
Well, a couple years ago, Ron Common and I were coming up from Southern Ontario, and we were having a conversation about the high dropout rates for Native students. And at that time, I had a very good, solid relationship with Paul Markle of the Toronto Blue Jays. And so Ron and I discussed different scenarios that we could come up with, and we thought of a First Nations Day where we get the kids together and have the Jays help us promote a Stay in School initiative. And so I got in touch with Paul Markle, and it just took off right from there.
We have an obligation. Professional sports team, these players are privileged, really. They get paid quite nicely to play a kid's game, and they have to put something back in the community, and we do that for them. I mean, my job is to manage some of their activities when they're not playing baseball. This is one initiative.
A press conference was held to kick off this project at the Anishinaabe Educational Institute's main campus at the Union of Ontario Indians complex on the Nipissing First Nation. On that day, Grand Chief Joe Hare expressed his thanks to all involved.
I think the Blue Jay organization is to be commended for their interest and participation, and of course the Union of Ontario Indians has become very involved in supporting the Blue Jay organization. And so with this event, this special day, we hope to have as many First Nation students attend, and I'm sure that they'll enjoy following the progress of the Blue Jays. I think it would give them an opportunity as well to realize that they can enjoy the great sport of baseball just as everybody else does in Ontario. And of course the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce is also to be congratulated for supporting this occasion, and on behalf of the Union of Ontario Indians, I want to thank the CIBC for their support.
An event such as this cannot be held without the support of a great corporate citizen. This is where the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce came on board and contributed $5,000 to First Nations Day. John Graham